Well, told you they had nothing to lose. Sports Talk Chicago, here with Jon Zaghloul. In this video, we're going to break down the Bears' big loss to the Packers in primetime and explain what went wrong for them on Sunday night. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, set up notifications, hit that like button so you don't miss a thing. We have interviews with former Bears players and commentary on the Bulls, Bears, Cubs, and White Sox. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jon Z Sports and on Facebook at Jon Zaghloul. You're going to watch more videos, look up articles and podcasts. Head on over to sportstalkchicago.com. I want to start today with this. What did you expect on Sunday? Really, what was it? I was hoping for a close game. I thought it could have been close. Bears had nothing to lose. But obviously, we saw flaws. We saw issues. We saw problems with this team. All of our concerns from the offseason were shown in their full force on Sunday night in primetime. No weapons. Justin Fields having to develop new offense. Not the best play calling either. Weapons that the Bears currently have not being used. Oh yeah, and bad defense, especially in regards to the run game. It was not a good game all around for the Bears. And although they had a chance to somewhat make it close, Justin Fields did break that plane. In the end, it was clear they were not the better team. Usually, I'd go on a big rant and torch the Bears for a loss like this, but what am I supposed to say? We expected it. Somewhat. We know the capabilities of this Bears team. We know the trajectory of their season. We know where they're supposed to be this year. Not a playoff team. Nothing special whatsoever. It's a year of rebuilding and development. We know that. So, of course, I was mad. We were all mad that they lost. But when you put it into context, it's not a surprise, and it shouldn't ruin your day. That's the way I see it. Overall, the game was horrible. The Bears were in it, 7-3 in the beginning, and then relinquished the lead, never got it back. Their defense was atrocious. I mean atrocious. Packers ran all over them. 132 yards for Aaron Jones, 61 more for A.J. Dillon. Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers. For the Packers, as an offense, the Bears forced none. And offensively for the Bears, how about this for a stat? Justin Fields threw only 11 passes. That is shocking. That's like when the Bears won rookie year for Mitch Trubisky, threw 11 passes. In some games, they won. In this case, 7 of 11, 70 yards. That's nice, but they lost. Justin Fields, number 1, had no opportunity. Number 2, did not play well. That's not a controversial opinion. Would you take 7 of 11, 70 yards, no touchdown, 1 pick from your starting quarterback? Not me. He may not be fully to blame yet. I mean, 11 passes called, not his fault, but out of those 11 passes, we really didn't see anything. We saw Fields actually miss a couple of reads, even in that game. Took a little bit too long to hold on to the football. Had the turnover late, the interception. These are concerns. I'm not a Justin Fields hater for pointing out the facts of the situation. Justin Fields has work to do. The Bears have work to do. Justin Fields does too. Luke Getsy does, especially too. Let's see. 4th and inches, goal line. We'll call a shotgun draw. Yeah, that's going to work. How stupid was that play call? Oh, my goodness. A shotgun, 4th and inches, at the frickin' goal line. You have David Montgomery as your running back. Pound it in. Justin Fields is your quarterback. QB sneak it in. But instead, we're calling a shotgun in that situation. And then you wonder why the Bears didn't get it. They probably should have, but still they didn't on paper. I was very much impressed with the Bears' run effort. Montgomery and Herbert did well. No complaints there, but They didn't score enough. 10 points, that's it. Give up 27. And I could not state this enough. Justin Fields did not look good. And for Luke Getsy to only call 11 passes for Fields, that's the scary part. 11 passes? That's it? For a guy who you're supposed to be developing? Developing. Not holding back, not being worried about. We talked about this last year with Matt Nagy. When Justin Fields was named the starter, he got very little opportunities to throw the football. For some reason, it seemed as if he was being limited on purpose for throwing, for attempts. Seeing it again right now. I don't get why. What is there to limit? I'd rather Justin Fields throw for 35 attempts, 40 attempts, have 2 picks, 1 touchdown, whatever. At least I want to see what he's made of. We keep going back to this narrative of he's being limited, offense isn't catering to him, plays aren't being called right, and eventually it's going to have to be fixed. We cannot evaluate Justin Fields throwing 11 passes a game. That's just unacceptable. On top of it, you were behind for the majority of the game. You'd think you'd throw more. They didn't. It's got to stop. Oh, yeah, and then your 2 big weapons, Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet, have been nowhere. They haven't even been seen. I'm not surprised about Cole Kmet. I still think he might be a bust. But Darnell Mooney, what the hell? WR1, number 1 wide receiver. He's not getting any targets. No players are being called for him. And nothing's being done statistically. And Cole Kmet's done absolutely nothing. I mean, barely any catches. He's been missing blocks. I mean, what's the point of even him being out there? Why even have him on the field? I mean, at least if you're a tight end, you could justify, well, I don't have any catches, but I could block. He can't even block. He's been around for long enough to understand the program. I don't care if it's a new offense. Block. That's intuitive. I said before the season, unless he proves me wrong, he's a bust, and I stand by that comment today. Cole Kmet's a bust. And he dropped the ball too, by the way. Another patented Kmet drop. Dropped another pass, can't catch the football, drops too many passes, can't block. What's the point of him being out there? There's no developing tight ends. You have it or you don't. Quarterbacks, yeah, you can develop, push along the way, but you should be able to block as a tight end. That's not a learned trait. You should know it. You should know how to catch a football. Can't do either. Oh, Cole Kmet's going to have a big breakout year. Everybody who said that is damn wrong right now. And I'm not surprised, but I didn't understand even the hype for Kmet in general. What, because he had 500 yards last year? Great. 0 touchdowns. And a lot of those yards came in garbage time because the Bears were always behind. Keyword, always behind, passed more. This year, always behind, passing never. It's just unacceptable. And this all goes back to the offense. You would think with a new offensive coordinator, new head coach, new GM, the offense would look better. It looks like Matt Nagy offense. I'm sorry. Just telling it like it is. I don't see a significant improvement whatsoever. The Bears won week 1 mostly because of their defense. Justin Fields made some throws. Broken coverage. Still going to make the throw. I didn't mind that at all, but this week we saw nothing from the offense except for some running, which is nice. I mean, Matt Nagy didn't run, but that's it. You have a new toy? This is your time to play with it. Everybody clamored, put him in last year. They did. They didn't really do anything with him. This year, new coach, new offensive coordinator, new GM, play with him. Let him play. Let him make plays. Let him throw. Who cares if it picked up? Let him play. And they're not doing that. They're limiting him significantly. 11 passes. Prime time against the Packers. 7 of 11 in total. How is that acceptable? I've never heard of that. Prime time against the Packers, Sunday Night Football, Justin Fields, 7 of 11. 11 passes. There is reason to be concerned about Fields, no doubt. But there's more of a reason today to be concerned about Luke Getsy and how the hell he's running this offense. Everybody give Luke Getsy a chance. Well, remember, he's never been an offensive coordinator in the NFL. College, Mississippi State, way different than the National Football League. Way different. And I'll tell you what, he's already on thin ice with me. I know it's only 2 games in. I'm going to give him more time, obviously. But right now, if this continues, how it's already been, Luke Getsy's in big trouble. Big trouble. And these offensive weapons that everybody touts are nowhere to be found. If Darnell Mooney wants to be considered a WR1, got to make more than 1 catch a game. Or sometimes no catches. 1 catch, -4 yards. Good job, Darnell Mooney. Got to get open, or you have to call plays that cater to him, too, and the Bears aren't doing either. And Darnell Mooney's not doing his part. Cole Kmet, no catches, no yards. Cole Kmet might as well have not played on Sunday night. I mean, these stats are ridiculous. Roquan Smith had a bad game. Mr. I want to be paid. Paid for what? So far, Eberflus and Pulls have looked very smart for not paying him. Very smart. I'm not getting mad because the Bears lost. We expected that. I'm mad because players who the Bears and who fans have trusted did not come through. Same with coaches, too. That's the part I'm pissed about. We knew this was going to be a rebuilding year, and I even said the Bears were going to lose 28-24. I thought it would have been a closer game. I thought they were going to play with the same energy they played with against San Francisco, and it would have been close, would have been competitive, would have been fun to watch. And had they lost, it would have been a moral victory. I hate moral victories, but for this Bears team, it would have been a moral victory. Hey, Justin Fields, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick maybe, 250 yards. That would have been nice. Didn't see any of that. We saw Justin Fields do nothing. Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet might have not even played. And the defense and the guys who really want to be paid showed why they shouldn't be paid yet. And the new offensive coach that everybody touted had a dud of a game plan. A dud. Catch all that? That's Bears football in week 2 of a rebuilding year. I'm not being too harsh. I know it's rebuilding, but it's got to be better than this. I'm cool with the Bears going 3-14 if that's really what they're going to do. I don't think so for a second, but maybe so. But if they're going to play like this every game, they are going to be 3-14. They got to get better here. And I know they're better than this, which is why it's also frustrating. We saw it in week 1. They're better than this. They're way better than what they showed on Sunday night. They have more talent than what appeared on Sunday night. And yet they put up these numbers and play like this. You are going to be 3-14 if you play like this all year. That's a fact. If you're proud of the way you play, if you repeat week 1, there's a chance this could be a near 500 team, which would be great. But right now as it stands, at 1-1, the Bears are in big trouble. Nothing more I could say. They're in big trouble. It's time to correct the problems they're having. And it's just frustrating, again. I'm not being too harsh. If you think I'm being too harsh, don't get to watch anymore, but I'm not being too harsh. I know it's a rebuilding team. I know they're not supposed to be great, but they're better than what they showed on Sunday. All of them are. Justin Fields, Darnell Mooney, Cole Kmet, I would hope Luke Getsy, Roquan Smith. They're all better than what they showed. Yet if they keep playing like that, this is going to be a long year. And I'll tell you, Justin Fields has work to do. He has work to do. No question.